Welcome back. Some programs around the country approach today's early signing period with mixed feelings, but not Bubba Schweigert and North Dakota. The Fighting Hawks got their business done early and have 19 new players to add to the fold this fall. UND's a defense-first school, and that's reflected in the list. 11 of the 19 new recruits will come in on the defensive side of the football to go along with 6 on offense and 2 specialists. There are a few West Coast kids in UND's class of 2018, but the majority are from here in the Midwest, with 5 from Wisconsin and 4 from Minnesota. Bubba Schweigert and the UND coaching staff were in our Grand Forks studios early this morning for our live Midco SN UND Football Signing Day special. Here's what the head coach had to say about their early signees, specifically the talent on defense.
You look at the defensive side, at linebacker, the size and the growth potential of the guys. We think Mike Bruner has great size and athleticism, and Caden White and Teddy Mullen, those guys are able to move their feet, and they're going to grow. These guys, when they get to college and get into our weight program and we develop them, that helps us a great deal. And then at safety, we've got some rangy guys that will really, really flourish in our system. And yet we didn't ignore the speed at all. With Siegel out of lacrosse, he's very athletic and a really good basketball player. And we have had so much good fortune to have multi-sport athletes join our program, and they're competitive and they're athletic and really can learn and adjust to our system well.
For more now on UND's class of 2018, let's bring in Alex Heinert from Grand Forks. And Alex, you were around this coaching staff all morning. How would you describe the mood around the program on a day like today?
Well, Kelly, signing day typically means excitement and relief for a coaching staff, and I think that was the case for UND this morning. They had, again, a number of guys, roughly 20 guys verbal to the program coming into today, and outside of a few who chose to wait to sign until February, pretty much everybody who they expected to sign did so. And you see from the video there, they're pretty excited. It was a good, happy mood this morning. When you get the bulk of the players you want to officially commit, that makes for a good day.
All right, taking some of that weight off the shoulders, but let's talk specifics about this class so far. UND went heavy on defense in this early signing period, so give us a few standouts on that side of the ball that are coming to Grand Forks.
Yeah, well, as we know, UND loves versatile athletes on defense. They picked up a number of those long, big-bodied, dual-sport guys that have been so good for Eric Schmidt in this defense over the years. 3 of the big defensive playmakers in this class hail from Wisconsin, starting with Mike Bruner, a guy who you heard Bubba Schweigert talk about a moment ago. 6'3", 215 pounds, and projects as an outside linebacker in UND's 3-4 scheme. Bruner was a star at Homestead High School in Mequon, one of the top programs in the state. He'd originally committed to Iowa after his sophomore year, but even though things didn't pan out with the Hawkeyes, he's found a home in Grand Forks, and people around here are very excited about that. A big-time get at a position of need, Mike Bruner, as is CJ Siegel out of La Crosse Logan High School. Siegel could have played college hoops somewhere, but North Dakota convinced him that his future lies on the football field, and that's a good thing for Fighting Hawks fans. Siegel was a do-everything threat in high school as a receiver, a safety, a running back, a return man, but they project him to slot in at corner in college. They're very excited about his potential as a playmaker on defense and then potentially on special teams in the future. An electric athlete on the football field and on the basketball court and on the track as well, a triple sport guy. And then finally, Caden Coppinen, a safety out of Sun Prairie High School just outside of Madison at 6'3". He's a Cole Reyes type in terms of his physicality and his strength, and the coaches really like his potential to develop into a special type of player at the back end of their defense.
All right, good stuff. I'm partial to Wisconsin, so
I know, you're loving this. You're just eating all this up.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's talk about offense though. Who's got a chance to make an impact right away for the Fighting Hawks?
Well, as you mentioned, Kelly, North Dakota only brought in 6 players total on that side of the football in this early signing period. 3 offensive linemen and 3 receivers. The linemen will all redshirt, and you'd imagine the 2 in-state receivers, Noah Sickler from Dickinson Trinity and Tyler Burrian from Grand Forks River, they'll probably sit out this year too. So the one guy who's got the best shot to see the field in 2018 is Garrett Mogg, a 6'5" wideout from West St. Paul that has got long arms, big-time leaping ability, and great ball skills. People in the know Midco say he's basically Jake Wieneke 2.0. High praise, certainly. Another Minnesota-born receiver that the Gophers overlooked because he doesn't have elite speed. But that does not mean he's not fast enough or good enough to get open. He'll, of course, need to learn the system, but North Dakota has not been shy about getting receivers on the field early in recent years. I think Mog might be the next one to do so as early as this fall.
All right, Jake Wieneke 2.0. Those are some big
That's
shoes
what
to fill.
today's all about, the hype, Kelly. It's all about the hype today.
All right, Alex. Well, UND signed 19 players. I mean, that is a big chunk out of the way today. But what areas do they still need to address before February?
Well, North Dakota still has a few holes to fill up front after starting offensive tackles Matt Cox and A.J. Stockwell both graduated. So it sounds like the coaching staff wants to bring in at least one transfer to build up some immediate depth in that position group on the offensive line. They could also use another linebacker or two and another defensive lineman. But other than that, they've done a great job filling out the secondary with 3 freshmen and 3 JUCO transfers. They also addressed graduation on special teams by signing a long snapper and a punter. So really, all in all, I think Bubba Schweigert and his staff have to feel very good about where they're at the recruiting process at this point in the game.
All right, awesome. Great coverage, Alex, per usual. Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly.
All right, next on Midco Sports tonight, we head to our final school on this National Signing Day, North Dakota State, and we learn about the new crop of bison coming up after the break.